Hi everyone, welcome to Creative Stampin' Designs. Ooh, not sure if things are clear or not. Okay, now they are. They look a little better. Hi Rosie, how are you? Thanks for joining. Rosie, are you getting a clear picture? Because I'm looking at my screen and it is all distorted. I don't know if it's my computer or my phone. I can't see if there's, yeah, there are comments. It's not clear? Okay, let me see what, right before I went on. Hi Barbara, hang on one second. All right, it's looking clear here now. Right before I went on, my daughter knocked my whole camera stand over. Really blurry, okay. Looks clear now? Okay, great. I don't know what I did. Maybe it just had to adjust a little bit. All right. So let me get started here. I just wanted to remind everybody about, excuse me, the Whisper White paper is no longer Whisper White. It's basic white. It's great quality paper, same as our Stampin' Up! Paper. The only difference is the white is a little more white, if that makes sense. It's more of a bright white instead of a Whisper White. Had a little bit of a yellow tint to it, tiny bit of a yellow tint. So I just wanted to remind everybody about that, and everything is available just as it was with the Whisper White. The other thing is that Stampin' Up! Has a great joining promotion going on right now. If, in addition to when you join, you get to pick $125 worth of merchandise, and you only pay $99, and it's free shipping. And in addition to that, Stampin' Up! Is going to send you free 5 packs of DSP. Now these packs of paper, we've got the brights, the subtles, the regals, neutrals, and the 2020 to 2022 in colors. These papers are not available to anybody right now. They are only available for people that join during Celebration, which is also going on right now. So they're available until February 28th. Then they will be available in the 2021 annual catalog. But right now, if you join, they are free. So if you're interested, let me know. I'd be happy to help you. We've got a great team, and we'd love to have you on the team. All right, so today I'm going to play with, I have the art gallery set out, most of the suite. I haven't played with it all that much, and I did not buy the gold, I can't remember what it's called. Of course I can't. Thought I would have remembered it. The gold leafing embellishment. I just saw a big, when I saw that, it just screamed mess to me. So I did not purchase that from the suite, but I do have everything else. I'm not using the ribbon today, and I'm not using the Golden Garden Designer Series paper. It just didn't, I tried, but it didn't fit in with my fold for today. So let's get started. All right, I'm going to try to do this. Hopefully you'll be able to see. Let me move some of my blocks out of the way. And again, if you leave comments, hi Penny, thanks for joining. I'm trying to follow comments, but if not, I will go back to read them and I will respond. All right, so I'm going to start with a panel of terracotta tile DSP. The terracotta tile, Purple Posy, why can't I remember the names? Pretty Peacock, Rococo Rose, and Seaside Spray will only be available until the end of May or the very beginning of June. These colors will be leaving. And then we'll get another group of in colors. All right, so starting with, it's 4 1/4 by 11, and I'm going to start by scoring it. Make sure it's in the camera, so you can see this, because I got a lot of scoring. All the measurements will be on my blog on Friday. All right, so I'm going to start by scoring at 5 1/2, but I'm only going down to the 1 inch mark. I'm not going all the way down. Okay, let me, hang on one second. Let me see if I can. Trying to move. Okay, just so you can see a little bit better. Hi Amy, thanks for joining. All right, so at 5 1/2, I'm going to score down. Make sure that's my scoring blade. Not that I've done that before. All right, so I'm scoring from the top down to the 1 inch mark. Then I'm going to move it to the 6 inch mark. And at the 6 inch, I'm going to score up from the bottom to the up to the 1 inch mark. All right. Now I'm going to go to the 3 1/4 inch mark. And again, I'm going to score up to the 1 inch mark. And then I have to open my ruler. I forgot to open that. Now I'm going to go to the 8 1/4 inch mark. And at 8 1/4, I'm going to score down to the 1 inch mark. So 8 1/4, 5 1/2, I scored from the top down to the 1 inch mark. And at the 3 1/4 and 6 inch mark, I scored from the bottom up to the 1 inch mark. Hope that makes sense. Now I'm going to turn it, okay, so that the bottom part, and I'm going to line it up. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, you can. Okay. I'm going to line it up at the 1 inch mark on the side. Actually, let me close my blade so I have a little bit more room here. Okay, so I'm going to line it up at the 1 inch mark. And I need to cut from the 3 1/4 on here, which this was, actually this is the 3 1/4 inch where I have the mark coming up from the bottom. So I'm setting my blade there, and I'm going to cut up to the 8 1/4 inch mark. Okay. And like I said, I will have all the measurement, if I could pick it up, measurements on my blog on Friday. But I'll tell you now, it's easiest to watch the video, and I will put that also. So at the 5 1/2 inch mark, we're going to fold it like you normally do a card in half. We're going to pull this out at the 6 inch and fold it. So we got a valley fold, and this is a mountain fold. And then this one is going to be another mountain fold, and this mark is a valley fold. And that's all there is to it. Isn't that nice and simple? Yeah. You know, I have all this old DSP, not DSP, old cardstock. And that's what I practiced on. I can't tell you how many pieces I went through because I kept cutting the wrong direction. So once it's all folded, it is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so it fits right in an envelope. When you open it, it'll stand up like that. So now we're going to decorate it. I did do a lot of the cutting and embossing beforehand. I just want to make sure we get a good crease on those. Okay. So we're going to start. I have the Fine Art Floral DSP. And there's my Stampin' Seal. And we're going to adhere this to a basic white mat. Actually, this might be Whisper White. I'm not sure which one I grabbed. Oh no, I just ran out of Stampin'. All right, give me a second. I got to change this. One thing I forgot to check before I went live was to make sure I had a full thing of Stampin' Seal. I don't know about you guys. I go through this a lot. I feel like I'm always changing. I thought I just changed it. Okay. So we'll just keep going now. So we're going to adhere this to the basic white mat. That right. Right, and then I have a couple other pieces already, panels cut already, that are going to go on these two little panels. So we're going to adhere those to the white mat also. Oops. Get the right one. Just like that, and we'll do the longer one also. The mat is, again, the measurements will be on, I believe this was 2 5/8 by 4 1/8, and these are this one is 7/8 by 2 1/8, and this one is 7/8 by 2 5/8. Try to get my numbers. Just get that one. Hi, Kiko. Thanks for joining. Hi, Jillian. Appreciate you watching today. Oops. This Stampin' Seal, it's very sticky. Okay. I'm actually going to use some liquid glue for these pieces. I'm just going to put them on the panel. Okay, this is a full bottle liquid glue, and it's not. Oh my goodness. I just cleaned the tip too. I'm afraid to squeeze it because I don't want it to come shooting out. Okay, we're going to put this piece right here. And I'm using the liquid glue just so I have a little bit of, as you can see, a little bit of wiggle room. Okay, and then we're going to put this one on the front. Amy, did you end up getting much snow yesterday? They were predicting we were supposed to get, you know, not a lot of snow, but we got nothing. We got some ice. That was it. There. That's that piece. And I think I'm going to adhere this with liquid glue also. adhere this right to the front of the terracotta tile card front. Just like that. And then I already embossed a panel, another panel of basic white, or basic white, using the painted texture 3D embossing folder. I just wanted the panel here to have a little texture. I'm not stamping on this. There's just, I'm going to put one of the flowers on that. So we're going to adhere that. You got about 6 inches in Albany, Jillian? Wow. And we got nothing here. I was very disappointed. My boss was saying, I guess, great, Monday we're supposed to get hit, because he said the store's probably going to be busy Saturday and Sunday, because for some reason nobody ever has shovels or salt. All right. And again, I used the liquid glue, so I had a little wiggle room to move it around. So that's, like I said, it looks a lot more difficult, but it's really an easy card to make. But then again, I think all these fun folds are nice and easy. All right, now I did, again, like I said, part of the reason I do a lot of my cutting beforehand is sometimes I have a little trouble seeing and I have trouble cutting. So, and I just didn't want to have to leave the camera and go over to the my Stampin' and Emboss cutting machine. So I did stamp the sentiment from the art gallery, the thank you, on a panel, and then I cut it out using everything moved, I guess. Using the smaller of the two, kind of looks almost like a postage stamp, but a rectangle. So I cut it out using that. So I'm just going to adhere that to the small panel in the front. Stamp there. I know I took my Stampin' Dimensionals out. Just put 2 of them on there. Have to give a little dimension to this card. And I am going to need my tweezers. Usually I could pick everything up with my nails, but all my nails have broken. This is terrible. I can't lift things. I'm just going to center it. I don't know if you can, if I'm out of, hang on, I'm out of the camera view. I'm just going to center it on this panel, so it'll be on the front, but on the bottom front, just like that. Okay. And we're going to take the one of the flowers. I stamped it, which I am going to stamp it on the envelope, so you'll see what I did. I stamped the full flower, which this one here, I don't know if you could see which one I'm holding. I used terracotta tile, but I stamped off once, so that was the background. And then I used the detail, terracotta tile, and I used full strength. So, doing it like that, you could see all the different shades. You can get like an ombre effect with if you keep stamping, multiple times. All right, so we're going to put this, actually. Now I did also, all right, this one I don't have out because I wasn't using it again. What I did with this is I used my Stampin' Right markers right on the stamp, and I colored all the stem pieces with my old olive, and then I colored the little, I'm not even sure what to call, little buds. I colored those with bumblebee. And I was trying to pick up the colors in the paper. So I colored those with that. And then I ran it through. I cut it out using the die cut. Then I stamped it again on a panel. And I stamped the flowers with Night of Navy because I wanted to pull the navy from here, but I wanted a different color to go on the terracotta tile. I didn't want more of the same color. The Night of Navy I stamped off 2 times, and then I did full strength for the center. Okay, so actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere those pieces first because I want to see how I'm going to arrange these. Oh, Lord. And I'm going to make sure I have them in the right spot. I'm going to, it's going to go on the inside, so I do have to use a little liquid glue. This one I can put on with dimensionals because it'll be on the outside, but inside I want the card to at least be able to close. Oh, here we go again. Just use a little bit of liquid glue. I'm trying to stay in and try to get it right. And this was the extent of fussy cutting I did with this one. I don't know if Jamie's on. Hi, Sandy. Thanks for joining. But yes, I did do a little fussy cut because I had a fussy cutting. I had to cut them, the little blooms, the little flowers, away from the stem. And this one goes right here. It's like building a puzzle. And again, I could put them on with glue dots, but I want to make sure I get them in the right spot. And then this one will go right here. If I'm in the camera view, sorry if I'm not, if I keep moving. There we go. And then the last one, didn't add any of the dark blue to this one. But I figured it's just starting, so it doesn't have multicolors in it yet. And we'll just put that one right on there, like that. So there. So I made it. Now I could have colored it with, colored this part with my marker, but I wanted to stamp it off a couple times. But you can, if just do the whole thing with your Stampin' Right markers. It's one of the good things about the Stampin' Right markers. They work great to color a stamp in multiple different colors. So let me close this before I'm having enough trouble with ink here. All right. And then I'm just gonna see how I want to put them, because I want this one off this way, and this one coming out from this side, like that. And I am gonna put this one up with Stampin' Dimensionals, so it'll kind of be like that. But I need to make sure this one's over just enough so you don't get that leaf. Yep. So that should be perfect. And actually what I'm going to do with that one, I'm going to use glue dots to put this one on so I don't have to lift it up. I just have to kind of, because that one I can move around. But this I want to stay in place. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Akiko. I appreciate it. Oops. Get this under here. Just had one of my customers buy the take your pick tool. And as soon as I brought it to her, she goes, oh, my pokey tool. I love this one still. And, I mean, I use both of them. I mix them up. But this one I tend to use, like, with the glue dots. I don't want to get glue on this one. All right. And then this one here, I think I'm actually going to put the bottom part down. I'm going to use a couple glue dots. Then I don't have, it'll stay right in place. It's not going to go anywhere. Put one right under the stem. And this I'm going to pop up with Stampin' Dimensionals. Here's my little trick from Amy, the half of the Stampin' Dimensionals cut in half. I don't feel as guilty when I'm using a lot of them then. Oops. Down there. Put one more right here. And you know what? I'm going to put another half of one there. Half of a half, I should say. I have another little piece. I'm just going to put it in the middle. Get all the backs off. And then we're just going to put this right on here, like so. There. And I'm just going to add a couple rhinestones. Let me do the inside, though. Let's hope that I get this straight. I did pick the sentiment from the Simply Succulent stamp set. Since it said thank you, I like the kind people are my kind of people. So I picked that sentiment and use my Mossy Meadow ink and hope that I get it straight. If not, I've said multiple times, paper has two sides. Part of my stamp is inking up. Alright, just stamp this right. Really aiming for straight here. Paper straight. And we're going to do on the other side. Because apparently, I didn't realize, got a little ink on the edges. Because when I was trying to ink the stamp up. Let's clean that before I stamp down this time. Again. There we go. Not too bad. Looks pretty straight. Alright, I'm just going to adhere this. I have a Mossy Meadow mat. This piece is, look at it, 2.5 by 3 inches. So that means the mat is, I usually do 1/8 of an inch, sometimes 1/4. So the mat is 2 5/8 by 3 1/8. Okay, and I'm just going to use Stampin' Seal for the ends to adhere this inside also. There we go, got it. Just going to put this, and I'm not, usually I stamp the inside of my cards, but I think I have enough going on right now. Right like that. Good press on the back. And there you go. I'm just going to add a couple rhinestones to it, just to add a little bit of bling. Oops. Put right on the front. I'll put one right there. There. It's pretty painless. And there you have it. I'm not quite sure what it's called. I've made this one before a long time ago. I haven't made this one in a while. The one I really want to make, I need a 12 by 12 piece of paper. And I don't have any, I have to order some 12-inch. So, and it will fit, I'm going to do the envelope now, but it does fit, I'll show you. It will fit perfectly in one of our regular envelopes. So I'm just going to do the envelope real quick. Whoops. That's what I was afraid of, if I squeezed it too hard. Just adhere that to the envelope. And I know I took my scissors out. Just give it a quick trim. And I'm just going to stamp one of the flowers on the front, and we'll be done. So I'm going to put this under here. Just going to stamp the stem, but I'm not going to, I'm going to stamp the stem off a little bit. So we're really getting more of the leaves. And then I'll just put this out of the way. I want to stick my hand in it. All right, then we're going to, so this is the main part of it, and you can see you can get a lot of different shades by just multiple stamping. So you get a nice, if you want an ombre type effect. But I stamped it off just one time on the flowers. I mean, I'm sorry, on the one that I die cut. Oops, we can move this out of the way. Just going to stamp this. Just like that. And then I really need to order myself more blocks. I find that I use the D block a lot. So I need to order myself at least 2 more of these. And then we're just going to stamp the inside. The inside will be full strength. And this one here is pretty easy to line up. Get the ink off there so I don't get any extra. There's really no, if you're off, it doesn't really matter because flowers are not perfect. Every flower looks different. there you have it. Thank you, Akiko. Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate it. Thanks, Jillian. There's the card. And like I said, it's really, I will put on my blog on Friday, I will have the directions. It is much easier, though, watching to do the cuts. Because like I said, I wasted probably at least two full sheets of cardstock before I could get, because I kept cutting the wrong way. I don't know why. I knew what the measurements were. But it's a nice, something different. And like I said, it is really, it is an easy card, I think. Right? So I hope you like it, and I hope you will try it. And if you do, please post it on my Facebook page underneath with this video. I'd love to see your take on the card. I will be back next Wednesday, same time, around 4 o'clock. So hope you can join me then. I'm not sure what I'm doing next week. I'm lucky I know what I'm doing week to week. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a note and I will gladly help you out, answer anything you need help with. If you're interested in joining, we'd love to have you on the team. It's a great group of ladies that we have. I think there's also one gentleman on the team, but we would love to have you. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you all next week. Have a good week, everyone. Bye-bye.